So I'm in the creative flow, and as someone in the creative flow, as me in the creative flow, not just someone, I'm in the creative flow, and I'm at this interesting point where I feel like I understand social media. I see it. I see social media for what it is. What is social media? Social media is just people. It's people. People trying to figure stuff out. So I'm trying to use social media to start a business or grow a business. It's already started. I want to grow it though. I want to grow it to. I want to take over New England. I want to take over the northeastern section of North America. I want to own the industry, the ideology, the politics, the land. Oh, I got big goals. I got big goals. I also have really crazy sleep issues where I just lose the ability to sleep. So I need to reach my goals so I can have the resources necessary to figure out why I'm like a freaking Batman villain, I guess. You're okay, April. I love you, April. Thank you for eating on the stairs. So I'm like a Batman villain at this point, except I'm more like Batman than the Batman villain. I guess I am just Batman because the difference between Batman and the Batman villains is that Batman doesn't kill people, and I don't kill anyone. So I'm Batman. So basically, um, I gotta fund this expansion, and I gotta sell stuff to do that. I guess I don't. I guess I could just like take people's money and steal and sell drugs and stuff. I could do that. That is definitely an option. I'm incredibly competent and I could do anything I wanted to. But I just don't want to do that. It doesn't suit my plans for expansion because I ultimately want to use selling stuff to recruit people to the mission because I want to take over the most important part of the world. So I'm going to need competent people to help me with this. I'm not going to do this alone. And I'm at this interesting nexus where I just talk about this phenomenon. Like, this phenomenon is why am I going to take over New England? Why am I going to buy up New England? Because all the kids I grew into high school with, their parents all sold their houses the second their kids graduated high school because all they were doing was buying a spot at what they thought was a good school, but really wasn't. And now they're selling out. There's no long-term thinking. It irritates me. I'm a long-term thinker. I'm irritated by the absence of long-term thinking, so I'm going to turn that irritation into action, which because of the absence of long-term thinking just looks like me buying everything.
You're talking loud, that hurts my ears. Would you please talk softly?
You asked very nicely, so I will go to a different location in the house and talk. So, basically, my steak's going to be done soon. So basically, I'm thinking about how to fund this and how to fund it in a way that is generative, not degenerative. I want to sell people those things that I have had to make for myself because I could not purchase them. Sounds like a very sound way to create products, I know. So I created those products, but I don't want to spend all my money on advertising because it doesn't feel right. And I've learned in my experience with business to go with feelings. Like when I ignore feelings, things just don't work out. As much as everyone would try to convince me to ignore feelings, because ignoring your feelings is how you end up a slave. And there's a lot of slaves around. Can't ignore my feelings. So basically, I'm thinking, here's the problem. How do I grow the sale of my supplements to a point where I can then engage in research and development of even more supplements? And how do I do that in a way where I basically just don't do another company's market research for them, because they're not actually, like, we're 3 stages behind where we need to be in terms of supplement development. This is 3 stages behind where we need to be. I'll get you some more when I'm done with the video.
No thanks. I like some candy for a little bit.
Okay, you have to wait then. So, essentially, I lost my train of thought. It'll come back. It's all based on what I just keep on thinking about all the time. Now, right now, Katarina, I'm making a video. I love you, Katarina. If I'm making a video, you can give me a hug on my legs and I'll rub your head, but I'm making a video. Oh, my little Katarina. I love you, Katarina. And so you're mumbling, and that's not what we do. So, okay, so we're 3 stages behind where we need to be in terms of supplement development, but we're not. That's where we need to be. That's not even where I'd like us to be. That's where we need to be to just ensure that we're not totally destroying ourselves for no effing reason. The supplements I've made are the best on the market, and they have been sufficient to take me from the gates of Hades to the most energetic, competent, and healthy person that you probably have ever seen on YouTube. I'm still not where I need to be yet, but I definitely am that. So, well, maybe not the most energetic quite yet. There's probably some people with mania who are on YouTube, but I digress. So, I'm 3 stages. We as a species are like 6 stages behind where we need to be in terms of supplement development. I personally am 3 stages behind where I need to be satisfied, to be content. I'm just not even content with what I've produced. I'm happy with it. Like, it worked. It worked for me. It's the best stuff on the market. I had a friend of mine recently tell me that my B vitamin was, like, he was very impressed with my B vitamin. Like, yeah, it's the best B vitamin on the market, man. Like, I'm glad you're impressed. He owns his own store and stuff where he sells supplements. And so he's an informed person. He knows what he's talking about. But here's the thing. Like, my B vitamin sales do not match with the quality of my B vitamin. I get the best B vitamin on the market, but I don't have the best B vitamin sales on the market. I get the best all the supplements on the market, but I don't have the sales to match that. Because people don't know about my company, because I've been dying for my whole life, but like, well, not my whole life. No, there have been periods where I have not been dying, but for the last 2 years I've been dying, and I've had to rehab myself to this state. I'm still doing that. I'm still going to go do jujitsu stuff. I just took some gratties out of the air. I got my kombucha I'll be drinking. And jugs of spring water, and then go fill up with more spring water, which just kind of brings me to this thing. It's like, I have all this energy right now. My brain works. I was able to reverse death. I'm not joking or exaggerating at all. And if you think I am and you don't bother to look into it, you will be crushed by the movement that I am initiating, heading, and emerging from. I'm really emerging out of this movement. It's not my movement. This is just what's happening. So if you don't want to get with the program, then you can get crushed, and I'll laugh because I'm really frustrated with people who just dismiss me, because I've spent my life suffering more than you could possibly imagine, being dismissed by people who are supposed to help me. I've only not been dismissed enough to the point where I'm alive, and that was only by my parents, brother, and wife. Everyone else isn't here helping me while I'm dying. Like, literally, I've been dying for the last 2 years. There's not a single other soul that's, like, helped me. It's people I've talked to. I have other friends and stuff. But, like, again, I will say I have 2 good friends, though, who are both exactly where I need them to be, and I wouldn't qualify them within this statement, though They could have reached out a bit more because I have lost my mind over the last 2 years. So I wasn't really capable of reaching out that much because my mind, it's still gone. I'm just make. Why have I made 8 videos today or 9, 10 videos today since waking up? And that's all I've done. I just started making videos in bed. And now, like, why am I doing that? Because I lost my mind, and goal oriented action mediated by linguistic faculty helps me regain it. Take that to the bank. That's worth $1 billion. So basically, I'm in this position where I've overcome death. I'm the only human being on earth who is who is alive right now, who has articulated in usable English what this means or how to do it. And my YouTube channel is currently taking off because they just killed Charlie Kirk, and now people want to understand what's actually going on because they've realized that they're not getting reality from the news. They're not getting reality from other people. They're getting enslaved. They're going to get shot if they speak their mind. And oh, look, now they're looking for different perspectives. So now I'm at this interesting moment in history where I have regained my mind and health by defeating death, articulating how to do that in scientific terms that people can understand, and building a business to provide people with those things that they need to do this. Stop! Go. I'll give you attention when I'm done. Jumping on my feet is not how you get my attention. I hate doing that, but it's necessary. Otherwise, they just annoy me to no end, and then I wouldn't like them. And I do like them. I really love my kids, and I want to make sure I always love the crap out of my kids because, I mean, if I didn't love them, I might rationalize why sending them to a slave camp made after a system that's expressly designed to produce unthinking soldiers is in their best interest. I might just rationally connect those things because I didn't sufficiently love being around my children. I think our society suffers from that to a really large degree because we ignore things, we say things are okay when they're not. Oh, and then we're left with people that we don't even get along with, and then we won't even correct the fact that we made these mistakes because that would mean admitting we made these mistakes. And then we would, like, I want to be actively involved so that when my kids are debating exactly how I messed them up, we can talk about like which dozen things that I did on January 22nd messed you up the most, April Grace. It's like, oh yeah, I guess we spend all of our time together and you're always explaining yourself to me. Sounds like love. So basically though, I need to grow this thing faster because that's how war works and we're at war. And the pharmaceutical companies that are poisoning everyone due to inattention just, oh, let's put low toxicity soap in the binders. Oh, like they're just going to try to run me out of business and then capitalize on all the marketing research and work that I've done while corrupting it and silencing anyone who points that out. That's just war. That's just how the world is. If you think the world is different, then you've probably had an incredibly wonderful life where you've never encountered a real problem. Think about that for a long time. So, my solution to this is my own life. Like, I've already had to, from the age of 8, really from the age of 2.5, because I'm an older brother, and I embraced that role. My younger brother now works with me and is my drill partner and business partner, so I think I did a damn good job of that. I don't know, I just am this... Turn that down! Turn down the Tony box! Yeah, don't just leave Tony boxes on in rooms. The same way you don't like it when I talk loudly, I don't like it when... No, turn it off or take it in the room with you. Okay. Or you can take it with you. Okay, April, can you give you a big hug?
Oh, sure, this one you wanted.
My April.
Can I have a piece of candy?
Soon, I'm almost done with this. So, I got a ribeye roast in the air fryer. So, basically, I'm going to cut that up. I probably should make a video on how to do that. That would actually be a nice next video. So, I'm probably going to live my life through the lens of videos for a while because it's a good goal-oriented way that I can rebuild my sanity while building the militaristic capacity necessary to resist the encroaching globalist tyranny. So, how can I do that? Well, I've lived a remarkable life. You can go watch my videos and see. I mean, I think my life is remarkable, and anytime I don't think my life is remarkable enough, I go do some remarkable stuff. So, I've lived a remarkable life. So, there's so many things I've figured out. So much culture that is my family's culture, the culture of America, the culture of New England, the culture of all these different things. There's so much going on that I have found personally useful that I'm just going to share all of it. But how is that going to sell supplements? How is that going to sell hair gel? How is that going to sell these products that I'm going to sell to use to fund this campaign? To get people's attention, to have them watch my videos so they can educate themselves on what's going on and what to do about it, so that I can continue to live in a free society of free people. Quieter, Cadam. That is my goal. I like free stuff. Like, I look at the United States and I think that for a lot of its history, it's going really well. And then it seems like we've become... Success has defeated you, Mr. Wayne. Success has defeated us. To the point where I nearly died from not sleeping 3 times. And now I have to build that entire system. So success created the failure that created me, and I'm creating success. So, yeehaw. But there's also a lot of success that was involved in this process. So I want to share all that success, share my story, figure myself out on camera, make a bunch of videos that I consider art, have a ton of fun, learn as much as I possibly can, and share all of that while teaching people how to run their own businesses. Because, again, I don't care about competition. I've already, if you could beat insomnia better than me, you would have done it before me, and then I wouldn't be in this situation. So I'm just going to keep on beating insomnia and building businesses around just killing insomnia. No one else is qualified to do that, so I feel no threat from anyone. So I'm just going to teach y'all how to stop sucking at business so much, because, frankly, the fact that I'm alive and the fact that I actually have a business that's predicated on curing an illness that wasn't even documented until years after I started suffering from the illness, at which point it should have killed me, but it didn't, because of my sheer stubbornness, tenacity, and willingness to do anything. Not like get your mind out of the gutter, but like, I don't eat beef, salt, and water. Think of me like Conan the Barbarian, do anything. Not like modern, I'll do anything. Like, disgusting, you know? So, yeah, basically the biggest threat to my business is the fact that y'all are going to be broke because you're being enslaved because you can't focus or make long-term plans. So in a nutshell, this is what you do. You figure your life out and you sell laundry detergent that doesn't have BS in it. Everyone does laundry, and if they don't, they smell, so no one cares about them. So everyone does laundry. Sell laundry detergent, and then just teach people every single thing you know that's useful. And if they support you, they can buy your laundry detergent. I'm going to talk a lot more about this over the coming weeks and months. I'm just going to throw this information out there, though, because here's the race, people, who can sell the most laundry detergent. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, and I'm still going to win the race. But I want some people to run with me, because all of my competitors will become my friends.